Okay, you guys, we're going to jump right into it today. Welcome to Cooling with Gigi. I'm glad that you guys are subscribing, liking, and commenting, and sharing all that great stuff. God bless you all. Today, we're going to get into it, and today we are going to do turkey chops, okay? These are just basically Jennie-O cutlets, turkey cutlets. We're going to transfer these over into turkey pork chops, okay? For the people who don't like pork, who can't eat pork, or who just don't want to eat pork, this is a very good alternative, okay? So let's get right into it. We're going to start with first seasoning our meat. I'm going to go with the Badia Complete seasoning. It's very good. Light on the salt, lots of seasoning, lots. It's a little water down there because I just got finished cleaning the meat off with a little bit of lemon. Not too much vinegar because the turkey gets clean pretty quick and pretty fast. We're going to go with some parsley for color. I'm not going to use too much because I also, you guys, season my flour, okay? And then we're going to go with some onion powder, okay? I'm not going to do garlic because I just don't prefer to do both because sometimes it's hard to define what the taste kind of gets confused. So I'm going to use a little bit of seasoning. And like I said, you guys, I'm just going to go with either. I either do garlic sometimes or I just do onion. But I don't like to do them both. Not when I'm frying any sorts of meat. Pepper. Okay. Now we're just going to mix this up. Turning my grease down. You guys can use vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever oil you choose to use. You can use whatever oil, whatever you can afford, you guys, whatever you can, that you like, to your liking. So we're going to mix this on in. Now these are turkey cutlets / turkey pork chops. You do not want to leave these in the grease too long, maybe 5 to 3 minutes on each side. It's turkey, it cooks very quick, okay? This is my seasoning. It's just regular flour, and it's the same exact seasonings I used to season the meat so it can have an identical taste, you guys. We're going to start frying. Let's get on into it, okay? Okay, right here I have some vegetable oil. It's steaming hot. Well, I don't have vegetable oil. I have vegetable shortening. I had a lot of it left from my patties that I made, my Jamaican patties. So I'm just going to flip the flour in, do a light batter, you guys. Flip, flip, flip a couple of times, shake it off, and drop it in, okay? Just going to flip it on each side, pat, pat, flip, pat, pat, and drop those babies in, okay? You don't want it to be too hard. You don't want it to be too battered because it gets really crunchy very fast, okay? And then it takes over and turns into like a jerky. You don't want that. Gonna move that around. If you guys want to season your flour, your oil, you can sprinkle some onion powder. I'm sorry, guys. So you want to season with a little bit of onion powder if you want, just to give it a little extra kick. We're going to do the 3 to 5 minutes, basically until it's brown. Do not leave this in past the brown stage. A little darker than brown, but you want a medium brown. You don't want it dark brown because it gets very jerky-ish. It gets very tough, and it just doesn't taste as good, and it just won't be what you want. Okay? I'm going to do a couple of these and show you how it's done. It's a very easy, quick meal. It's very reasonable. It feeds a lot of people. I got 2 packs. They're like $6 a pack, but you get like at least a lot of slices of cutlets. At least about 15 and 12 slices. They're very thin, but they go a long way, okay? So what we're doing while that's frying is just basically making some to go. to get ready. You're just gonna pat it on each side. Shake the rest off and lay it down. It's very easy. It's so quick, you guys. It's even also kid friendly. The kids, they can help you. You know, you can't mess up this meal. You don't need to season it too hard and you don't have to fry it too long. So with that all being said, it's health savvy. It's reasonable on the price. It's good with the timing. And it's definitely good on your tummy. Okay? And I don't eat pork, you guys. I'm sorry. So that makes things different now as I've changed a lot. My diet is totally different now. So look, you guys. We're just going to keep making these and stacking those babies up like that, okay? Now these are the ones I just put in. We're going to flip them. You see that golden brown? Beautiful. Smells delicious. Smells delicious. You see that? Beautiful. And this is how I'm doing it, guys, just to show you. Just a couple of flips. And if you don't have or cannot find the turkey cutlets, it's just basically turkey breast that's sliced thinly, okay? So you can go home. I'm going to keep continuing this routine while I'm talking to you guys. You can go home and grab you a breast right now out your refrigerator, thaw it out, or do it while it's pre-frozen still because it's going to cut better. And just start cutting it thinly. You guys, cut it thinly. A nice couple of pieces thinly. Doesn't have to be perfect. You also want to make sure you shake it, okay? Because you don't want that to sit on there like that. I don't like it. Shake that off. You don't need an egg batter. I told you my recipes are very friendly on the pockets, okay? We are in a pandemic. And I'm your best friend right now, okay? Now look at that. Nice and brown. I'm going to flip it one more time. Look at that. Golden brown. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Nice and crispy on the outside. Still juicy on the inside. You don't want to cook this too much longer, you guys. I'm going to probably do this for about another minute or so. Take them out and keep on going. So we typically just did about 3 to 5 minutes on each side, okay? I'm going to take that one out. It's very crunchy, but yet it's still juicy inside. If you want all crunch, go for it. You know what I mean? I'm going to pull this up to the camera. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? Quick. I'm going to do all the big pieces first. And just trickle on down. And like I said, this recipe is so quick, you guys. It's a meal that you can get done within a whole meal. Let's be typical, let's be honest, at least under 1 hour. In the minute range still. You know what I mean? And it's pretty safe to eat. It's cheap and it's really good. So we're going to just do what we did with this same deal. And we're going to just keep repeating it. And I'm going to show you guys something else after we're done with these pork chops. Well, these turkey chops to be exact. Okay, you guys, now we're going to go into my garlic roasted broccoli, okay? We're not going to steam this broccoli. We're not going to deep fry it with flour on it. We already did enough grease already. So we're going to just bake these. Basically, we're going to roast them, okay? So we're going to start off with any oil that you guys have. I'm going to go for the Imperial Dragon sesame seed oil, okay? It's a very, very nutty taste. Kind of gives you peanut oil taste, but a little bit more stronger. You know what I mean? It's very bold, but you can taste it. It tastes good. I like it with my shrimp fried rice. I fry my rice in it. And we're going to do some minced garlic. I can't find my spoon, so I'm going to have to just go on ahead and grab what I can, okay? Now, you guys can use fresh chopped up garlic. That's up to you, okay? I am not the one to judge. So, we're going to use some of that. We got our oil in there. And then we're going to use some of our salt. I have some of this good fancy Himalayan pink salt, the grinder kind. Pretty good. I use regular salt too, you guys, but with this dish, I'd rather use this salt. Plus, it looks fancy. And of course, some, peppercorn. I'm gonna grind it on in. I love this pepper because it's really strong. It's fresh, but you can taste it. And I'm just gonna be totally honest. Tastes better than regular pepper to me. A lot much better. Okay, so now we have our oil. And we have our garlic. We're just gonna kind of toss this around. We don't wanna break the broccoli pieces. And this is fresh broccoli, you guys. I took it off a stump and I just cut the pieces off until I got the stem naked. Threw the stems in the trash. If you guys want to throw the stems in there, you just like to eat on them stems, cut them up a little bit and throw them in there. Throw them on in there. Throw them things in there, okay? Now don't worry about this stuff not getting all the way on there, because guess what? We're going to throw it on there anyways, okay? So, toss that around as much as we can. Okay. Now we're going to slide this pan over here. This ain't nothing but an 88-cent pan from Walmart, covered in foil, because they rust fast, y'all. So we're going to lay these down. I rinse these this broccoli off. Doesn't matter how you lay it down, but you don't want to lay it too close because it'll start to steam. Even if it does start to steam, it's still going to, either way it go, it's going to give you that roasted effect. I put the biggest pieces on the outside to make sure that they roast and they do not get soggy. You know what I mean? Because the big pieces, those are the first ones to get soggy and weird, and they just change up on you. They just start changing. Kind of face side them up. Like I said, we're gonna get those big pieces on the outside, get that heat on them, and give it that crunch. We're gonna take this bowl with all this goodness in there. You see that? And we're just gonna round about. Okay. And this recipe is cheap. All my recipes are easy and cheap and fun and tasty. You get that restaurant taste without even having to leave quarantine. These are quarantine recipes, y'all. Okay? Now, we got all that garlic on there and all that fancy smancy stuff. Everyone doesn't do it, but I'm going to do it for the crunch. I'm going to take some canola oil, a can of it. You can use, shake it up a little bit. You can also use the vegetable one. Okay, I'm going to hit it off with that. And I'm going to salt it one more. Oops, upside down. Look at me trying to be fancy. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, I want a lot of pepper on mine. Well, that was salt. Now we're going to do some pepper. Okay, so now we got that. Look at that. Look how that looks. Smells good already, y'all. We're going to pop this thing in the oven for 400 degrees. Now 350. We're going to hit it for the 400 because we want this thing to roast. We want to crunch. We want it cooked, but we want it to be crunchy as well, like a smoky crunch. And this stuff gives it a smoky taste too as well. I don't know. It's just my tongue, where it bounces off mine. We're going to throw this thing in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. You want to take it out once you start seeing little scorches and stuff. If you don't know how, if you're not sure on what you're doing, give it a poke. If that thing go right in and out, or just going right on in with a breeze, it's done, baby. So now my broccoli's done, and I'm just going to set it on the plate and finish preparing it for you guys. Pretty tender, roasted. It's tearing, sticking to the foil and whatnot, but it's very much cooked. It has a crunchy texture, you guys. You guys might want to try this recipe. I've seen it. I can't remember the young lady who did this recipe, but I was mind blown. I was like, yeah, I gotta try it. So we're gonna just kind of get this on the plate. Get on there real cute and fancy. It don't have to be fancy, you guys, but I'm on record, so I know y'all watching. And like I said, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I kind of got almost to 20 minutes and I was like, okay, I'm going to take it out. Now, I'm going to put a little twist on mine. Okay? And what I'm going to do, and this ain't nothing wrong with putting a twist in somebody else's recipe. Oh yeah, that tastes pretty good. Okay. Now, look at that broccoli. It's crunchy, full of flavor, and it tastes good. Okay? While it's still hot, take you some of this, okay? Get you some, or go ahead and get you some shredded Parmesan. Any Parmesan, don't get that flaky achy. If that's all you got, bust it, okay? Bust it, baby. So we're gonna hit it with that. I'm gonna open mine up because I want it cheesy. Okay? So you just gonna kind of let that sit. Okay? That steam gonna get on in there. And by the time you serve that, you can microwave it if you want. And then, or serve it like that. But it's definitely a dish you want to get into. So there you guys have it. This is my garlic roasted broccoli with Parmesan topped. It's not completely melted because we did the flakes instead of the actual grated cheese, which is totally fine because it's still going to give you that flavor that you need. It's steamy, it's smoky, it's garlicky. It's not overpowering with flavor. You're going to get total all garlic taste. It's healthy and it tastes good. And I just ate a piece and I gotta go. I want you guys to subscribe, share. While y'all in the gossip columns and talking all y'all mess on the phone, throw me in there. I'm inspired by Aunt Fee, so most of my stuff is like Aunt Fee inspired. I try to cook friendly meals, budget friendly, kid friendly, food that can last. Everybody can eat on. With all of that being said, you guys make sure you subscribe, follow, comment, share, all of that good old stuff. I love you guys. You guys have a blessed day. May you guys have a good one. God bless you. Good night, good morning, good afternoon.